partido raro para tu debut. Tarjeta roja en el minuto 7, par de lesiones en el segundo tiempo y después el primer gol de ellos también poco raro. Tus sensaciones después de este partido, después de este debut tuyo, pero más en lo colectivo que viste del equipo y las sensaciones que te deja la derrota.
Mira, el primer día hablamos con los jugadores acerca de empezar a cambiar un poco la cultura del equipo, ¿no? Y uno de nuestros valores es no poner excusas, ¿no? Entonces yo con esto lo que puedo decir es que nada, esto es lo que me tocó. No lo elegí, nos fuimos con un jugador menos, se lesionaron 2 jugadores, tuvimos que hacer cambio, el último cambio lo hicimos a los 10 minutos del segundo tiempo. Nada, el fútbol es así, es lo que me tocó hoy a mí, pero sí te puedo decir que me voy muy feliz. Si vos me decías, tenía que elegir un partido como entrenador, debutar de alguna manera, te elijo esta. Te elijo esta porque hoy me vi representado por los jugadores. Hoy los jugadores dejaron la vida. Jugamos con uno menos 90 minutos, dejaron la vida, se tiraron, el capitán, todos. La verdad que nada, es lo que me tocó, pero estoy muy orgulloso de cómo lo hicieron.
The first day we spoke with the players to change the culture of the team, and one of the values that we spoke about was not make any excuses. So this is what it is. This is what I had to face today. We had a red card, we had injuries, we had late substitutions, and that's football. But I'm leaving very happy because if I had to pick a match to make my coaching debut, this would be it, because the players left it all on the pitch and left their life for this club, and I'm really proud of this group. Ian, then Javier.
Rafa, hey Javi. Have you been able to see the status of Dixon and Ryan? And also, I know that being down 10 men, you might not have gotten the best look at Joseph versus Leo in your role or your system, but what did you think of them in having one half each?
Yeah, no, first, we don't have any update about the injuries, probably we're going to take a little bit more time and see what happened. And the substitution of Joseph was because he was feeling a little bit his hamstring, and we didn't want to push too much, and that is the reason that we make that change at the halftime.
Javier?
Javier, in this debut that you said, it was a very weird game. Everything happened, red card, injuries, but something incredible did happen. You had Benjamin Kramashi, Ian Frey, and David Rees, all very young players playing together in this difficult game. What could you say about them during this match?
Nothing. Again, I'm gonna repeat what I said before. I'm very proud of everyone. And I think having those, I know them really well. I have them in the academy. I know how they love the club. I know how they're gonna fight. And they show me today again. And something that also positive that I will take with this game also was the energy, in the end of the game when we scored the goal, when the players were doing tackles, the energy coming, it's contagious, the fans outside, start to believe and hope, and that is what we're looking for. I say my first day here in my press conference, I want to see the people, the fans when they get home, they feel proud about the team. I feel a little bit, we have a lot of way to go, but that is a step forward for us.
Javier?
Profesor, lamento que se haya estrenado con la derrota, pero quiero preguntarle, ¿usted siente que la nómina que tiene es suficiente para salir del momento en que tiene el equipo, o quizás es indispensable pensar en nuevos jugadores?
No, hoy por hoy me enfoco en los jugadores que tenemos. La verdad estoy contento con ellos, los conozco. Hay mucho que trabajar, seguramente es muy importante para poder salir de esta situación lo más rápido posible, pero no tenemos mejor opción el miércoles de ir a jugar unos cuartos de final por Copa y tener la posibilidad de llegar por primera vez en la historia de este club a una semifinal.
We're going to go to Franco. This way.
Javi, ¿qué te dejó, qué impresiones te dejó Drake hoy en el arco? Hizo un par de buenas tapadas, por lo menos, y también el gol de Ian Frey, otro juvenil que que obviamente te dio un chance, ¿no? Un momento de optimismo y de quizás pudieran sacar algo del partido. ¿Qué te dejaron esos dos jugadores hoy?
Sí, no, los dos, ¿no? Pero te vuelvo a repetir, o sea, estoy contento con el equipo. Seguramente Drake hizo buenas tapadas, es una pieza muy importante de nuestro equipo. Ian es un chico del club en el cual lo valoramos mucho y nada, empezar a construir desde ahí, desde esos valores, ¿no?, que tenemos en el equipo.
Both, I repeat, I'm very happy with the team overall. For sure, Drake made great saves, and he's a very important player for this team. And Ian is a homegrown, one of our young talents that we value a lot. And I'm really happy with this team. Ian?
Thanks. Javi, the first goal was a bit wonky, and I don't know if it went to review. There were a couple reviews tonight. Did you get an explanation on that and what the ref had told you about what was the goal?
No, to be honest, you know, like, and I just asked, you know, the VR to check, you know, like they did it, they allowed the goal, you know, and then we had to move on. You know, it's football.
We're going to do last question here with Jair.
In your first talk after the game today, what was it like? Because it really was, like you said, one of those games that for your first game, you want that. Everything happened. Weird game. What was your talk like with them after the game?
That was only 48 hours that we spent together, or me as a head coach, and whatever I asked them, you know, in those 48 hours, they put it on the field. You know, that was like sacrifice. You know, like that was a fight. You know, compete, winning duels. You know, like unfortunately, at the 5 minutes of the game, we got a red card. But again, I told them, you know, like I'm proud of them. And that is the beginning. I believe if we continue to compete in this way, I think we're gonna get points soon.
Thank you, Javi. That concludes the press conference for Javi Morales. Good.
Thank you.
game. The red card early, 2 injuries in the start of the second half. The first goal was also a bit strange. It was Javi's debut as the interim head coach. Just how would you sum up this game, and what are the feelings and sensations after another defeat?
Yeah, I think a key word here is adversity. Like you said, red card, some injuries, and I think it's important to see our reaction to that. I don't think we let up at all. I think we might have given more, knowing that, all right, maybe we go down a man. I think we had to, go inside and demand more of ourselves as individuals, but also as a team. And I think that was a really strong collective effort from the group. Of course, it's not the result that we wanted, but I think the energy that we were able to conjure up as a team was important tonight.
Ian, then Xavier.
Hey, Drake. That first goal, what happened from your point of view? What did the ref tell you? And also to keep it scoreless for as long as you did, personally, how good is that for your confidence moving forward?
Yeah, it was probably the first time I've conceded a goal like that. It was a bit weird. It was like, I don't know, like the ball was pinned up against my leg in the post, and I felt one of their players slide into me, but I think it was just one of those ones you have to kind of just move on from. I did my best to try and of course keep the clean sheet, but as you know, it's pretty difficult in this league and just in general to not concede a goal. So I'm doing my best, but again, it's one of those ones you're like, you kind of don't have an answer for. You can go back and review and figure out how you can maybe avoid that happening again. But yeah, it's kind of ones you have to kind of move on from.
Xavier?
You've gone down the last 2 or 3 games for a little bit, and the staff has come in to look at you. Is there something going on with your knee, your left knee?
Yeah, it's just a big demand on the body. It's a long season. We're playing week in, week out, sometimes 2-3 games a week. So if I'm able to get checked up on mid-game, it might help me out. I think, of course, I feel pretty durable, and being able to push through the pain is one thing, but also just being aware of how you feel and being able to manage that is important. So I feel good, but sometimes you might need a little extra attention. So.
Drake?
I want to switch the topic about the training camp with USMNT. How do you feel about that call?
I think it's always an honor to represent your nation. I feel excited. I feel motivated. It's always, it's a dream as a kid to get a call up. It's my second one this year, so it's another opportunity for me to grow as a player, to play at a higher level, and to expose myself to just a whole other world of soccer. So I'm very excited, and I'm looking forward to going.
Franco, then Ian.
I've got two, if that's okay. Drake, what have the last few days been like for you guys in that locker room? Phil's exit and Javi's appointment, but obviously you guys are in last place, and it's been a rough spell. Wednesday night was pretty ugly in terms of all the ambiance and what we saw. What's been the mood like during these few days in terms of trying to focus on this game?
I think there's only so much that we can control. I think the thing that we can control now is our collective effort. So we as a team have to be bonded more together. We have to get stronger together. We have to figure it out. I think because we're the ones on the field, our coaches can help us as much as they want, but when it comes down to it, we have to execute on the field. So I think the team is taking accountability, and we're just going to push ourselves even harder to get ourselves out of this position and be a competing team in this league.
And the last one is in the first half when you went down and the medical team came to treat you. It looked like Javi was signaling for you to go down. Was that instruction from him? Because you kind of seemed like you were confused as to whether you wanted to go down or if you needed to stay up to continue with the play, because DC United was looking like they were going to attack. What happened there in that sequence?
Yeah, it was kind of like something that I felt, and I think I need attention. And of course, if I go down and the trainers come to check on me, I think, it's up to the coach or the players if they want to go get some water or something. So I need attention, and that was something that I felt like I needed. So that was why I went down.
And then we'll do last two, Ian and then Xavier.
Yeah, Drake, it's only been one training session and one game, and Seb is still here, so it might not change as much for you. But what is the biggest change that you've seen under Javi in the past 48 hours?
Yeah, it's still so new, but of course Javi's been our assistant coach this year, so we're still familiar with him. I think the energy that he's kind of given us, and the I don't know, it's almost like a grit. It's like a mentality that he's shared with us, like his plan as a coach and everything, I think has inspired a lot of the team. And I think we feel that we have a lot of quality on our team, and it's just recognizing that we have the tools, we have the players, we have the unity to be a really good team, and it's just about executing now. So I think the team is just, really wanting to take it into our own hands, of course, under Javi, and do the best that we can to get points, get wins, and just compete really hard.
Xavier, last question.
Drake, as a veteran player, and especially as the goalie, you're back there, you have the view of the whole field. What do you think about Ian, Benjamin, and David in this weird, tough game? They played the midfield, the brains of the team, and it was a difficult game, and you have these young guys leading the team. What do you say to them after the game?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are 18, 19 years old, and so to see them, see the confidence that they have to demand the ball, to work hard, I think shows a lot of the quality and the character of these young players. Of course, it can be a lot for them, different coach, playing against grown men. Like, I think, of course, being a leader on the team is just telling them that they're capable of doing a lot, regardless of your age. You can go on the field and compete. You can score goals like Ian did tonight. Congrats to him. And just like the hard work that we see them put in training, we're seeing it in the games, and it's all we can ask for.
Thank you, Drake, and thank you, everyone.